Hello everybody, CW here. I got another unboxing. I got a surprise gift today from Gene at the Hot Pot. I already cut it open upstairs, but I figured I'd unbox it the rest of the way here for the rest of us. Let's see what we got here. Oh, a little bit of swag. We got some stickers. Okay. Nice stuff. Very, very nice. Key ring. Ah, I know what these are. These are two pieces of brass that Gene and I were talking about. He wasn't sure what they were. There's no head stamp on them to determine caliber, and they appear to be a 32 or a 33. I don't know if they're quite a 35, but I'll get some measurement devices out here before the end of the video, and we'll add them in and see what we get. Meanwhile, let's keep this in focus. Okay, here's our box, and it looks like it's going to be brass. Well, let's see what he sent. Got it taped up real good. Oh, Fancy Republic. This is the place where he works. Oh, more 57 Sig. Yeehaw! I can definitely use this. Thank you very much, Gene. Much appreciated. Much, much appreciated. I run these all through the Universal Deprimer. We were just having a conversation on this on one of the forums about the problems with 57 Sig, and some manufacturers of this, and Spear is one, CCI is one, they use really small flash holes. So some die sets are problematic, and it's a big pain in the butt if you're progressively loading them, because what it'll do is the diameter of the hole is smaller than most firing pin decapping pins. Decapping pins, not firing pins. And it grabs them and pulls them out of the die. So you're going along progressively thinking you're knocking primers out and seating new primers in. And if you don't have a lot of feel, you know, if your machine has got a good leverage, you have to have a lot of feel in it, you won't even realize that you're not punching out dead primers. So you could get, you know, half a dozen shells fully loaded with bad primers in them, you know, not knocked out fired primers in them. And then you got to go back and start over again. And it's a big pain on some presses. So I won't, for that reason, I won't load these progressively. I load them all on the little Lee or single stage. So what I do is I run them through my Mighty Armory decapping die that has it's a stepped, tapered decapping pin. And I set it so it goes to the second step in diameter, and it opens up the case flash hole. Now, at first I was worried about doing that because, you know, there's a reason that the manufacturers do that, and the pressure level it runs at, and it's, you know, there's got to be good reason why they choose to do that. But you can look at makers like, you know, some of the Winchester, all the Remington I have seen, about half of the Federal, they run fat. They run normal sized flash holes. So it's only a couple manufacturers who deem it necessary to run the tiny ones, tiny flash holes. So I don't worry about it. I just punch them out to the larger size, mark it, you know, as prepped, larger size flash hole, and then I just load those and don't worry about it. But I still don't have the courage to go in progressive because it's one of those hang-ups that can really get you. So we don't need that. So that's what I'm going to do here. I'll deprime all these on the Mighty Armory die, and then I know the flash holes will be good. All right, let's see what's in this little case here, because this is kind of intriguing. Ah, he was talking about these. These are cool. He has a tool, materials, to make up these, and I believe he's going to start selling them. This is just a pickup bullet, but it's kind of cool because it's kind of skidded off one side, and he's got some mushroomed, he's got some starred out. They hit plates, they get really funky looking. And he's going to seal them in acrylic like this, punch a hole in them, put a split ring on them, and make a, you know, whatever you call it, a fob. You could use this for keys, you could use this for something special, anything, you know, anything you wanted to put a clip on and mark. And it's pretty cool, all different calibers. This looks to be a 45 or a 10 millimeter. But pretty cool stuff, Gene. Thank you very much, sir. Most appreciated and kind of surprised. So let me bow out here. I'll go get some measuring devices. I'll clean off the bench, and I'll put some of these stickers up. This is probably a coaster, so I'll bring that upstairs. But these, I think, are stickers, so I'll get these put up. And that's something that I really need to do. Is I need to really finalize a logo for my channel, and get some of this swag done too. All right. Stand by. All right, let's get some measurements here, see what we're working with. Overall length these cases is 1.510. Yep, 1.510. We've got a rim diameter of 382. We've got a case diameter at the base of 356, and a mouth diameter of 332, and an inside diameter of 305. So it's boy, there's a one into the back of my head that I am remembering, and I cannot remember the name of it. It shot a 299 or 298 diameter bullet. I'm going to have to resort to my obsolete cartridges book and see what I can remember about this. So let's see if I can get this to zoom in for you so that you can read it. I think, I don't have my glasses on. I can't reach them here. I think that's focused, and I think that it says, I can't read it. Let me get my glasses. Stand by. They're right over here. I'm just slow because of my knee. Let's see what we got here. Gene knows what these say. He looked at them all. Okay, 38. And 77. Yeah, 38 on the top and 77 on the bottom. And let's see if I've got a good light here. I should have. And they are Berdan primed. We got the snake eyes down in there. So that makes sense. I figured they were going to be a European cartridge. I'm going to have to look these up because it's a 30 caliber, but it's not R30. It's a small 30. R30s are 308s. This one's going to be right around 300. Probably a little rook rifle or something if I had to guess. But let me check that book and see what I come up with. Stand by. Okay, resorting to Cartridges of the World, I found on page 109 the 32 Ballard Extra Long. It's as near as I can come to what this cartridge is. And It's a heeled bullet, 32 caliber, so 314 diameter. It's a small 32, but a heeled bullet like a 22. So it's got a 299 shank that seats in the brass, and it's common for them not to have a head stamp or to have a minimal head stamp. It doesn't necessarily mean that's what it is, but it matches the dimensions of this brass. So that's what I'm going to call, for all intent and purposes, what this is. There's a 32-35 Maynard that's a longer piece of brass, very close, also just longer brass. The brass length on the 32 extra long is 5/1000ths longer than what this is, but this could be just a manufacturer's difference because it's head spacing off the case rim. So 5/1000ths is not a whole lot of difference to find. It could be just a different bullet or such, but that's what I'm going to call it. So here's a couple of pictures from the book here showing that cartridge and what I found with some cartridge boxes online. So there we go. Thanks again, Gene. I think we figured out what it is. At least that's what I'm calling it. Thank you so much for the package. It was a surprise, and I really appreciate the swag. I already got the stickers up. Thanks, man. God bless everybody. CW out.